The Swiss countryside is often imagined as a scene straight from a storybook. Towering, snow-covered mountains, sparkling blue lakes, and rolling green meadows scattered with charming wooden homes. Yet behind these breathtaking views exists a vibrant way of life shaped by tradition, environmental care, and a deep respect for the natural world. Here, the land is far more than a resource. It is a legacy passed from one generation to the next. Life in rural Switzerland is not driven by endless growth or constant haste. Instead, it is guided by balance, patience, and a strong sense of responsibility. To truly understand the Swiss countryside is to witness the connection between people, nature, and time working together in harmony, creating not only a unique lifestyle, but also an essential part of the nation's character. As morning arrives, gentle mist drifts across the hills while the first rays of sunlight illuminate the landscape. Weathered wooden rooftops shimmer under the dawn sky, and the sound of cowbells carries through the valleys. These familiar sounds are more than background noise. They are reminders of traditions that have endured for centuries. The rural landscape is carefully managed and thoughtfully maintained. Fields follow the natural shape of the valleys, with crops such as wheat, barley, and corn arranged in neat patterns. Alpine meadows rich in wild herbs serve as grazing grounds for livestock, while supporting a diverse ecosystem. Small villages rest beneath towering mountains, surrounded by orchards, gardens, and cultivated terraces. Though the scenery appears effortlessly beautiful, it is the result of intentional choices that combine practicality with visual harmony. One of the defining features of Swiss rural life is its philosophy of stewardship. Farmers do not see themselves simply as landowners. They consider themselves caretakers for future generations. This outlook influences agricultural practices that prioritize long-term soil health and sustainability rather than short-term profits. Such values have developed through centuries of living in an environment where natural resources are limited and must be protected. The mountainous terrain is not suited to large-scale industrial farming. Instead, it requires careful management of grazing lands, responsible use of soil, and a commitment to animal welfare. Livestock, especially cattle, hold a special place within rural communities. They are not viewed merely as economic assets, but as living companions. Many cows are known by name, and strong bonds form between animals and the families who care for them. The relationship is one of mutual dependence. The land produces grass, the cows provide milk, and that milk becomes the foundation of local traditions and culture. A walk through a Swiss village reveals a deep respect for history. Traditional chalets, some standing for hundreds of years, remain a central feature of the landscape. Their design reflects both necessity and craftsmanship. Broad roof overhangs shield walls from heavy snowfall. Carved wooden beams display symbolic patterns, and balconies serve practical purposes such as drying hay and storing equipment. Every architectural detail has meaning. Built from locally sourced timber and maintained over generations, these structures demonstrate a sustainable approach to construction. More than homes, they represent the meeting point of climate, culture, and community. Village life is equally centered around shared spaces. Churches, dairies, marketplaces, and gathering areas highlight a long-standing balance between personal independence and collective responsibility. If the chalet symbolizes Swiss architecture, then cheese represents the heart of its culinary heritage. In many villages, communal dairies remain active centers of production. Fresh milk collected daily from cows grazing on alpine pastures is carefully heated in copper vats. Through methods refined across generations, skilled cheesemakers transform this milk into renowned varieties such as Gruyere, Emmental, and Appenzeller. The process continues long after production. Large wheels of cheese are aged in specially maintained cellars, where they are regularly turned and brushed with brine. Protected regional labels ensure that these cheeses remain authentic, preserving both quality and tradition. Cheesemaking reflects a broader philosophy deeply rooted in Swiss culture, the belief that excellence requires patience. Some cheeses mature for months or even years, demanding constant attention throughout the process. In a world increasingly focused on speed and convenience, this tradition serves as a reminder that true value often develops slowly. The rhythm of life in rural Switzerland is inseparable from the changing seasons. Each season shapes daily activities, influences community life, and transforms the landscape. Winter covers the countryside in snow, bringing stillness and reflection. It is a period devoted to repairing tools, maintaining buildings, and spending time with family around warm hearths. Spring introduces renewal. Fresh grass emerges, wildflowers bloom, and fields come alive with activity. Farmers begin planting, livestock return to the pastures, and the countryside fills with a sense of possibility. Summer brings abundance, meadows become lush, and haymaking season begins. During this time, decorated cows are guided to high alpine grazing areas in celebrations that blend practicality with tradition. These seasonal migrations connect people, animals, and the land through rituals that have endured for centuries. Autumn marks the harvest season. Apples, grapes, pumpkins, and grains are gathered as hillsides transform.